It all began in July 2005, about a week after the London bombs. I had been commissioned by a British TV station to make a documentary about my search for the great Mughal treasure of Ahmed Shah Durrani, which is supposedly lost or hidden in Afghanistan. I was doing pre-production and had flown to India with my two colleagues, David and Leon Flamholk from Caravan Film. We had crossed from India into Pakistan over the Wagah border and made our way to Peshawar on the northwest frontier, where just before we were going to travel down to Kabul in Afghanistan, I thought it would be fun to try and track down some of our old Pakistani relatives who lived in Peshawar. So the day after arriving in Peshawar, in the morning we were walking down a street trying to find the house which I had visited in the 1980s, and David Flamholk was filming me with. We just had sort of tourist equipment with us. We didn't have any professional video equipment or film equipment. So he was filming me with a very basic sort of DV cam. And suddenly we were stopped by a military policeman, and he asked for our passports. And there's a lot of military activity in Pakistan always, and there always has been in the times that I've been there. So it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. So we showed him our passports, and he took them and led us to a military police check. And we thought, okay, we'll get out of this. This isn't so serious. And he said, I'm keeping your passports. Just wait here. And the atmosphere was quite jovial at the time. We were talking about Indian movie stars and great Pakistani culture and cricket and that sort of thing, just to keep the atmosphere alive and light. The hours passed quite quickly, and suddenly we realized, gosh, we've been there 4, 5, 6 hours, and this police check, and we were told that we had to wait for the senior officer, and after a while, quite a while, he arrived. Suddenly the atmosphere went from one of relaxed joviality to something a lot more serious, and it was almost as if a button had been pressed. And after that, things slid downhill quite fast. Military blindfolds were taken out, and these aren't sort of Mickey Mouse kids party blindfolds. These are very, very thick, very serious cloth blindfolds that are almost asphyxiating. They're pulled over your eyes and a lot of your nose, and if you're not used to them, which we certainly weren't, they're an extremely frightening thing to have. And then we were chained, and again, these aren't sort of simple little nasty kids party handcuffs. These are extremely offensive D sort of rings, the sort of things they used to have in 19th century England and Sherlock Holmes. And our arms were handcuffed behind our backs, and we were saying, what the hell is going on? Trying to stay very calm. And they said, well, what's going on is you're going to be taken for a medical exam. And we were trying to stay calm, very polite, but we were frightened, and our faces were pushed onto the floor of a pickup truck, and we were taken away and driven all over Peshawar, it seemed, and blindfolded, handcuffed, chained like that. We arrived at a military medical establishment, and where we were stripped, still chained and blindfolded,